Ever feel like you're a human magnet, attracting people with your warmth and wisdom, only to watch them vanish into thin air? You're not alone. INFJs, those rare souls with hearts of gold and minds of steel, often find themselves in this perplexing cycle. But here's the kicker. It's not because you're broken or unlovable. It's quite the opposite. Your INFJ superpowers are so extraordinary that some people can't handle the intensity. Ready to uncover the 5 reasons why you're first adored, then abandoned? Stick around, because this video might change how you see yourself forever. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you are looking to achieve a deeper understanding of yourself and your personality type, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Reason number 1, the INFJ's deep empathy and intuition. Have you ever had that eerie feeling of knowing exactly what someone's thinking? Welcome to the world of the INFJ, where mind reading isn't just a party trick, it's a way of life. Let's dive into the INFJ's uncanny ability to sense emotions and hidden motives, a superpower that's both a blessing and a curse. Imagine you're in a team meeting at work. As an INFJ, you're not just hearing words, but picking up on subtle cues. You notice your colleagues' nervous fidgeting and sense their anxiety about an upcoming presentation. Before they even speak, you've already pieced together their concerns. This empathy stems from heightened activity in the brain's mirror neuron system, allowing INFJs to experience others' emotions as if they were their own. At first, people are often in awe of this ability. They feel seen and understood in ways they've never experienced before. It's like you're holding up a mirror to their innermost selves. This deep empathy can create instant connections and foster trust that usually takes months to develop. But here's where things get tricky. As time goes on, that initial admiration can turn into discomfort. Being around someone who always seems to know what you're feeling can feel like being emotionally naked. This creates a paradox in relationships. People are drawn to the INFJ's non-judgmental listening and genuine desire to help, but they might also feel overwhelmed by the intensity of the INFJ's perceptions. INFJs don't just sense current emotions. They're also good at predicting future outcomes based on observed patterns. While this predictive ability can be incredibly useful, it can make others feel inadequate or jealous. Reason number 2, INFJs are visionaries in a 9-to-5 world. Imagine having the ability to predict the future and shape it. Sounds amazing, right? For INFJs, this visionary thinking is both a gift and a burden. Let's explore why being a dreamer in a world of doers can leave you feeling admired and alone. INFJs are natural-born visionaries. They don't just see the world as it is, they see it as it could be. While everyone else is focused on their daily grind, INFJs are busy imagining ways to revolutionize entire systems, solve global issues, or create groundbreaking innovations. Take Martin Luther King Jr., for example. His "I Have a Dream" speech wasn't just about current civil rights issues. It painted a vivid picture of a future where racial equality was a reality. But here's the catch. While this big picture thinking is incredibly inspiring, it can also be overwhelming for those around them. Research shows that highly idealistic individuals, like INFJs, often face challenges in everyday settings. Their grand ideas can be too much for others, focusing on immediate, practical concerns. So, how can INFJs bridge this gap? It's all about finding the right balance. Try breaking down your big visions into smaller, actionable steps. Use concrete examples to illustrate your ideas. And remember, sometimes it's okay to start small. Rome wasn't built in a day, after all. At first, people are drawn to the INFJ's passionate vision. There's something magnetic about someone who can see beyond the horizon and paint a picture of a better tomorrow. But this initial admiration can turn into something else entirely as time goes on. It's like being friends with a human TED Talk. At first, it's exhilarating and inspiring, but after a while, it can be exhausting trying to keep up with someone constantly pushing for growth and change. This visionary thinking is just one of the many hidden talents that make INFJs unique. But as we're about to discover, these gifts sometimes feel more like burdens. Let's dive deeper into the world of INFJ superpowers and the challenges that come with them. Reason number 3, INFJs hide their strengths. Have you ever caught yourself downplaying your abilities only to have jaws drop when people discover what you're capable of? Welcome to the INFJ Hidden Talents Dilemma. It's like being a secret superhero, minus the cape, and with much more social awkwardness. Let's talk about Sarah, our quiet INFJ book club member. For months, she'd been the thoughtful one, offering intriguing insights, but never stealing the spotlight. Then came the day someone mentioned an obscure author. Suddenly, Sarah unleashed a torrent of knowledge that left everyone speechless. The room went silent, and Sarah wished she could disappear into her chair. This scenario plays out all too often for INFJs. They have an incredible depth of knowledge and skills, but struggle to reveal them without feeling like they're showing off. It's a classic case of wanting to fit in without overshadowing anyone. But here's the thing, constantly hiding your true self can lead to feeling misunderstood and left behind. Research shows that self-presentation plays a huge role in our relationships. When we present a less than authentic version of ourselves, we create a facade that others become attached to. It's like catfishing, but you're catfishing as a less than awesome version of yourself. So what happens when the INFJ's true capabilities are finally revealed? It's like a magic trick in reverse. Instead of ta-da, it's more like uh-oh. People who thought they knew you suddenly feel like they don't know you at all. That initial admiration, it can quickly turn into the distance. Reason number 4, INFJ's need for solitude. Have you ever felt like you're a social butterfly one day and a hermit the next? Welcome to the INFJ solitude paradox. Picture this. You've just had a fantastic weekend with friends, laughing, connecting, and feeling on top of the world. But come Monday, you're hit with an overwhelming urge to retreat into your cocoon. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. INFJs occupy a unique position on the introversion-extroversion spectrum. They're like emotional sponges, soaking up every feeling and vibe around them. It's incredible, but it comes at a cost. After social interaction, they need serious alone time to process those absorbed emotions and recharge. Think of it like sleep or digestion. It's not just a preference, it's a necessity. INFJs require solitude to function properly. But this need can be seriously misunderstood in our always-on world. Your friends might be planning the next hangout while you're desperately seeking some peace and quiet. So how do you explain this to others? Try being honest and specific. Say something like, I love spending time with you, but I also need alone time to recharge. It helps me be a better friend when we're together. Use that sleep metaphor. Just as everyone needs different amounts of sleep, INFJs need more solitude to feel their best. This misunderstanding can lead to relationship drama. Your friends or partner might feel rejected when you suddenly go MIA. The pressure to conform to social norms can be intense. Society expects us to be constantly available, but for INFJs, that's like asking a phone to stay on 100% battery without ever plugging it in. It's simply not sustainable. Reason number 5, INFJs expect others to care. Ever felt like you're gearing up for an emotional spelunking expedition, only to realize your friend just wanted a casual stroll in the park? Welcome to the INFJ depth dilemma, where caring too much might push others away. For INFJs, relationships are all about soul-deep connections. They're ready to rappel into the caverns of your psyche, equipped with empathy headlamps and intuition ropes. But here's the thing, not everyone's prepared for that level of intensity. While INFJs are planning deep dives into the meaning of life, many folks are just looking for someone to watch the game with. Picture an INFJ descending into the emotional caves, sharing their innermost thoughts and vulnerabilities. They're building a bridge of understanding, one emotional stalagmite at a time. But on the other side, their friend might think, "Whoa, I just wanted to grab a pizza sometime." This mismatch can leave INFJs feeling like they're speaking a different language. Their emotional X-ray vision is a cool superpower, but can make others feel exposed and uncomfortable. Over time, this depth discrepancy takes its toll, leading to a cycle of intense connections followed by unexplained ghosting. But don't despair, fellow cave explorers. The key is finding compatible adventure buddies. Look for those who light up at the prospect of deep conversations and aren't afraid to shine their empathy headlamps. Remember, your emotional depth is a gift. It's not about dimming your light, but finding those who appreciate your brilliance and are ready to dive deep with you. As we've seen, this depth dilemma is at the heart of many INFJ relationship challenges. It's a defining trait that shapes how INFJs interact with the world and those around them. Being an INFJ can feel like a tightrope between deep connections and solitude, but your unique traits are superpowers waiting to be unleashed. It's about finding those who appreciate your depth and intensity. People crave the soul-stirring conversations and authenticity you bring. Balance meaningful connections with respecting boundaries. Embrace your INFJ quirks, but navigate everyday interactions too. Your ability to connect profoundly is a gift. Use it to find your tribe. What strategies have helped you navigate relationships as an INFJ? Share in the comments. Remember, your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's your superpower. Embrace it and watch your world transform. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click on the next video, where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.